Alright, Rhodoes level 15 auto team. One skill to note is Unstoppable Power. The boss will essentially give himself a bunch of defense and attack buffs, and the attack buff in particular really starts to become an issue when he gets to 9 or 10 stacks. He'll one-shot your summoner and units. So for a reliable auto team, you need to have a good counter to this skill. And that counter for us is going to be the Water Lich. The Water Lich was free in the collection challenge about 2 weeks ago, so hopefully many of you already have him. And if not, he's only a nat 4 unit, so he's not the hardest unit to summon. What makes him so special is his second skill, Deadly Touch. He will strip attack up and defense up and replace it with attack down and defense down debuffs. So he essentially neutralizes the boss's primary threat with his second skill. Because I need him to land his strips and land his debuffs, I have accuracy at 100%. Everything else is just going into tanky substats of defense and HP because I just need him to survive the duration of the fight. This guy over here is on triple defense, and he's not fully skilled up. I think he's missing 2 skill ups and only awakened 5. My other 2 units here are Chloe on triple HP build. She's just going to be our primary sustain. So she has really good AI and will keep her invincibility up at the right times when we need it. And Lynn is here just to help us nuke down the boss and make sure the fight doesn't last too long. When the fight prolongs for too long, RNG comes into play. Chloe may miss an invincibility. Regal may miss a strip, and then things get a little bit dicey. So Lynn helps to speed up the runs, do some damage output to make sure that not too much RNG comes into play. For a safer team, I would replace Lynn with Bastet. I normally, when I am farming this dungeon, I do replace Lynn with a Bastet, but because Bastet is not necessarily free to play, I wanted to show that this is very possible, very reliable with just Nat 4 free to play units. If you haven't already done the monster story, Lynn is free in the monster story, so everybody can get access to her. Let's take a look on how this does. So I've done about 60 dungeon runs on auto with this team, and I think I failed about 3 times in those 60 runs. So this is close to an 100% success rate team. Now you can see right here, Chloe is throwing on her shield to make sure that our units are staying alive. Lynn is just doing some damage. You can look at the DPS chart over there. And if you'll pay attention to the boss's buffs, right now he has 3 stacks of attack up. Once Rigo gets his cooldown, there you go, he'll replace it with attack down and defense down. So almost instantaneously, every time the boss is buffing himself, Rigo is removing that buff and replacing it with a debuff. And that makes it so it's very safe for my units to just stand there and tank the hits. And any damage mitigation that we need, Chloe can more than provide for. So there you have it. A very free to play, easy to obtain, and very, very reliable auto team for Rhodoes level 15. Good luck, everyone.